Hi, and welcome to the Ann Jason Show. Starring Ann Jason.
Fucked it all.
I did. I ruined it.
You promised me you would, so
Yeah.
I did.
Came through.
But yeah,
he's
the
gonna
Ann
end
Jason
the
Show.
He's gonna end the show too. So
Starring
stick around for an
Ann
hour.
Jason. Today on my show, I have these two fellows.
Yep. I'm not gonna say my name for mysticism.
I believe your name is Mark, and you are Watson.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Watson.
Mark.
God damn it. You know who we are by now.
Yeah.
After 105
72,000 episodes.
million episodes. I don't even
More
know.
episodes than Dalmatians.
I don't know about that. Did you see the second one where they had like
Oh.
600 more puppies?
600 puppies.
You know-
it was
Man, she had to been tired.
it was a fuck fest.
You know what I'm?
101
I
Dalmatians.
forgot exactly what I was going to talk about. Okay, I realized the other day I tuned into the Rooster Teeth podcast. I'm like, holy shit, we're only 200 episodes behind them, and they've been doing it for like 20 years.
Did the whole
They're not dedicated.
Dalmatian fuck fest throw you off?
Yes, it did.
As it probably throws a lot of people off.
They're gonna hear that and be like, "Am I watching the same show? What just happened?"
Well, no, this is the Ann Jason.
This is the Jason,
Jason
show,
show.
where anything goes. Apparently,
There is no rules.
God damn it!
on
Now I
this
gotta
show.
make new logos.
There's no logo. It's just a black screen.
Shut up. God damn.
All right, we're going to news.
They're gonna watch it and just be like, "There's nothing on the screen right now."
I said we're going to news.
This is my show, motherfucker.
Fine.
And we're going to news with Mark.
All right. Hi.
How's the eye in the sky going, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit's fucked up down there.
Right around that fucked up area, Mark?
All right, so right on I-83, we have some Pokemon on Twitch. No, I'm not talking about that. What do I want to talk about? X-Force saying it's going to get an R rating because Deadpool did it.
Deadpool did it.
Deadpool did it. I said this to you, Will,
Yep.
on the car ride over to pick up Jason, how there was the whole, like, as soon as it did well that first weekend, all the news facets from, like, the geek shit was like, oh, now we're going to get an R-rated Wolverine. Confirmed. X-Force is going to be R. Confirmed. We're going to get an R-rated Ant-Man. Confirmed. You know,
What the
shit
hell
like
would that be?
No, but-
they can't go back and change it to Hank Pym and have him beating his wife.
I never know. Be like, hey, you know, thanks all you did for Ant-Man. You that I can't remember your name right now. But we're gonna go with somebody else. We're gonna beat the wife. We're going into the dark ages now. We're doing what DC did with some of their movies. We're still gonna put jokes in. Sometimes maybe too many. Maybe some that most people won't even understand.
Oh, yeah.
So, because of Deadpool, yes, there was the whole this and that's going to be R-rated now. And And there's an X-Force movie, which I could fucking care less about.
I can't wait for my R-rated Carmen Sandiego movie.
Who's in X-Force? Like, I don't even.
People. There's a guy with
Is that
knives.
like? Is that Cable?
Yeah,
Cable in that?
Cable, to me, is the only other memorable fucking team
It's
of the
basically
X, like,
Cable
team
and the New
member.
Mutants.
Yeah. Which was a comic
But
that ran
Cable's
for way more issues than I thought it
Well,
would.
Cable should be the only one people care about, but he's going to be in a different movie.
Cable's going to be in Deadpool 2
Yeah,
first.
Cable. If it's Cable, would that be Bishop too? Weren't they like in the same time?
No.
They're basically the same person, though. I'm not even fucking going to lie about it. They're basically the same fucking person. But they used,
Yeah, one just has a metal arm, the other
yeah,
one doesn't.
there was a Bishop or Cable that was in Days of Future Past.
Bishop.
Yeah.
He was that guy that just showed up, looked like a Native American, and then they just like didn't say who he was.
And that's when I look at my wife and go, "That's fucking Bishop."
Well, yeah, everybody it was like when he absorbed something and shot it back. I'm like, oh, okay, that's the guy they're not going to name. that kind of made me mad with that movie too. Is like they introduced 2 new characters, which were the ones that were like fending off the Sentinels, which looked fucking stupid. I was like, oh good,
like
so
the
it just
Sentinels?
basically looks like the Sentinel from the fucking Thor movie.
Yep.
We'll just do that. We'll just palette swap it and put it in this one. Multiply it 500 times, have it come in on Tron ships. There you fucking
That's pretty much it.
That's what they did.
Fucking Tron ships.
So,
damn it.
yeah, so X-Force movie. Then I heard the whole, like, oh, Old Man Wolverine, which is the 3rd Wolverine's going to be
Yeah.
rated R. And I'm like, whatever. If there's any other movie that should be rated R, it should be a Wolverine movie anyway, because
should be Old Man
he has
Wolverine.
claws that can fucking cut through anything. And then you watch the Wolverine movies, and he's just like, stabby, stabby, and somebody's like, ah, you got me! You know?
Yeah, the only time where it was like kind of badass was him chopping off Deadpool's head.
But there was even no blood there. It's like it instantly congealed.
Yeah.
Well, it's Deadpool in a movie he shouldn't have been in, so yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, spoiler alert for anybody who didn't see that, but...
Do you really want people to see that?
No, exactly, so I spoiled it. Thank you, you're welcome.
Here, it's right. Give me the disc. It's right there. It's next to X-Men: Days of Futures Past. Your finger was literally right on. There you go. That one right there. That's it.
No, that's
That's
Oh,
not...
no, I'm sorry.
motherfucker. This is Origins right here.
Yeah, there it is, there it
You
is.
see this right here?
It's still sealed.
This fucking.
It's still sealed. It is.
Don't watch this.
Why do you still have it sealed?
Buy it and keep it
Just
sealed.
throw it out.
Because I bought it because I was like, I want to get all comic book movies.
Oh my! Don't.
So
be
I
that,
got it, and I was like, there's no reason to watch this.
Don't be that guy, man.
So you're gonna get that early '90s Captain America then, right?
That means I also gotta get the ones with Red Brown in them too.
You have to get
Yeah.
a shit ton of them.
70s.
Actually, you get the Flash.
I have the Punisher for Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, I think I did. You did tell me.
I do.
Lundgren.
Got that. No, Lundgren.
You're saying it like fucking Mac does in Always Sunny.
Nope, Lundgren. I got it. It's with Dolph LeBron.
Dolph LeBron.
That is the most disgusting image in my head right now. LeBron James mixed with Dolph Lundgren.
So,
He can dunk and shoot
I'm
guns.
just picturing LeBron James in a blonde wig now.
God damn it. So my question I got out of
Big
this
muscles and the mesh top.
is there any other things that you think should be made into a rated R movie that Marvel hasn't tapped into yet? My first thought is a Carnage movie.
Oh
I
yeah,
was-
that
I
was the
going
only
there.
way
We
you
were
could
talking
do it.
about that, yeah, because I couldn't see PG-13 Carnage.
Like I could do Venom
Even in-
PG-13 and still be legit about it, but
Even
like Carnage.
in the fucking Spider-Man cartoon, Carnage was still really fucking awful. They just didn't have any blood. He's still killing like all these people and like absorbing them. He was a bad dude.
And DC should honestly make a rated R version of the Death in the Family where Joker rips his fucking face off and then wears it as a mask later. After Harley gives it back to him after she has, I forget who, wear it for the longest time.
Death in the Family is really fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's a really good, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can do a rated R Killing Joke adaptation because
Yep.
that book was fucking
Yep.
ridiculous.
Killing Joke is really fucking excellent, especially if you feel like watching, was it Commissioner Gordon get stripped naked and then shoved
Yeah.
into an amusement ride that's basically going to drive him insane while his daughter gets her legs broken. Shut
Not
up,
to
cat.
mention other people getting viciously murdered.
Oh yeah, this. No, but no. If you want to go that route, I would love. Even though they probably won't ever do it because no one fucking cares about it, but the Flashpoint series,
Yeah.
the
That was
Batman Flashpoint is ridiculous because if you haven't read Flashpoint at all, basically Flash fucks up the past and it ruins everything in the future because that's what he. Why would he do that?
Yeah.
Legit.
And instead of Batman's parents dying, he jumps into the bullet, he gets killed. His dad becomes Batman and is like basically the Deadpool Batman, and he's just going around murdering
I just
people.
love how no matter what happens,
Yeah,
somebody in the Wayne family's gonna be a Bat vigilante.
There's got to be a Batman. Yeah.
It couldn't have been like this alternate universe where like he dies and his parents had the best life ever.
There's always a man. There's always a lighthouse.
Exactly.
See? No one's going to understand that besides us that play the game. Don't mention the game. Well, Matt, Mark.
Take that game developer that's no longer in business.
What are you talking about? Take-Two's gone?
Yeah, they closed that office.
Oh, Ken Levine's gone.
EA bought it all.
Yeah, but there's
So
like
now they
there's
can
like
make Bioshock EA. They can put
I
their.
told you not
like,
to mention the name. Of
They
the
can do
game,
that
Mark.
like Star Wars Battlefront EA. No, like
Put a year on it.
yeah. Bioshock 2017 EA trademark registered.
Yeah, like is not Bruce. I can't remember the fucking dad's name. I can remember Martha, but I can't remember his dad's name.
Bruno Mattei.
Thomas Wayne becomes the Batman. He hires the Penguin to be like his broker for a casino he built so he could fund his vigilante actions.
Who else would you get? I mean, Penguin's good with money.
He's good with money.
He is. No, I'm being legit. I'm like,
yeah.
There's nobody else there that would
Like in the
get
first,
the Riddler. He's like, where did it go?
in the first 5 pages of the fucking book, he just murders the shit out of Killer Croc with a goddamn sword.
Yeah, that's right. Like his dad was just like his dad murdered.
Yeah, his dad did not care. He was like, "This city's fucked up," and
Because he lost his son. So it was like that's the worst thing a father could ever lose is his son.
He's killing people now.
You know,
Fuck
so
that.
he's just like, fuck you, fuck you. I ain't keeping you in the system. You're dying, motherfuckers.
You're gonna kill more kids. And then Martha becomes the Joker, and she's actually kind of worse than the Joker, because
Oh, yeah?
like she has a 911 call, has Commissioner Gordon come in to like stop it or whatever, and he sees this room, and it looks like there's somebody with a gun pointing at him. He just opens fire because it's what you would have to do. It's a dangerous situation. There's a person pointing a gun the moment you're in the room. It's 2 fucking kids. That he just murders right there.
Wow.
Now, was Flashpoint Batman the one that had the red emblem on
Yeah.
his chest? Okay.
And then Batman arrives. He's trying to convince his wife that she needs to stop being crazy. And she's like, no, motherfucker, this is your fault. Because why would you not blame him? Yeah, it's such a good fucking story.
I would. If I was his wife.
You're the dad. You jump in front of the bullet. You don't let the kid.
Yeah.
No.
What kids is like, you. The dad's just like, man, that would have hurt. I got too much money to be losing. I mean, you always make another kid. Me, I'm established.
This city needs me.
The city needs me. Now I'm gonna be a bat. Oh my god.
So yeah, any I kind of get the feeling you want to say Punisher.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they already do a rated R Punisher? Wasn't Warzone's
Warzone
R?
was.
But it was like a wacky R.
Can we do a good R?
Can we do a good Punisher film?
Yeah.
Okay, the first one was far better than Warzone.
Thank you.
I watched it. I was like, everything except Travolta was fine.
Yes. Yes.
Travolta ruined
Yep.
any chance that had of becoming better than it was.
Yep.
But was it who's the guy's? I almost said Hayden Christensen, but that's not his name.
Thomas
Is it?
Jane.
Thomas Jane. He was perfect as a Punisher.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was
He
great
was really
casting.
good at it. If they did one that was more dark and gritty, where like they actually had him interrogating people, where he's like smashing them in the pinball machines and like putting the drill presses through their hands and shit, like that would be great. Because Punisher was like what Batman should have been, essentially. He fucking killed people because he lost his family members
No.
to crime.
The point of I don't think
I understand the point of
No.
Batman and why he does what he does. I understand.
He
that.
walks that line because he has to for himself. He understands that
Okay.
he doesn't want to join that side of the.
I agree with that argument. The only thing I'm saying is he should get one and just fucking get rid of the Joker finally.
I don't disagree with
have
that
one.
at all.
Fucking Superman killed one person. I think you can kill a guy.
'Cause,
like,
For the most part, aside from like certain people like Killer Croc, you can't fucking fix him. Edward Nygma kind of did turn
yeah, he turned
normal.
He turned around a little while. You can't fix Croc. Joker's just fucked forever.
Yeah.
Any of the other criminals that you find on a daily basis don't really normally put the whole entire city of people in danger. Like Two-Face a couple of times. Penguin's just like, I just want to steal money.
I just,
Like-
want all the money in the things.
Yeah.
Just give them to
Yeah.
me.
Two-Face. I mean, Two-Face was a freaking district attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a good guy.
No, that's the whole point of his character,
Yeah.
too, as we all know. He has that side that can
Yeah.
still be
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah.
He's just kind of schizophrenic. don't have to kill him. Just put him in a place.
Unless
where
it's
he doesn't-
Tommy Lee Jones, then he's the Joker.
Not to mention, like, Poison Ivy is another one where it's like she's not really all that bad. She's just way too obsessed about her plants being cared for.
Yeah, she's
Just
not.
put her
She
in a
doesn't
fucking-
normally start shit. She just like
No,
gets
she
pulled into stuff.
It's
kinda.
like somebody
Yeah.
like steps on a rose
Yeah.
and she gets mad.
Yeah.
And
And honestly, without Joker, I think Harley Quinn would just be normal again.
she wouldn't be normal. She'd just still be really
Well,
fucked
she
up.
wouldn't
but she wouldn't do
really
things
do
that
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as we all know, Mr. Freeze is not a villain. He's just
Right.
fucking really
Trying
sad
to save his
because
Ice Queen.
motherfuckers had to ruin his goddamn life. That's not his fault. He didn't decide to have that shit happen.
He's got to get crystals. The power is ice.
Stop it. I swear to
Keep
God.
his Austrian accent going.
Will smash your face.
Cool party.
Oh, God.
Well, then there's
I would
Bane.
throw up.
Bane's probably was
Bane's-
his
Bane are we talking about?
main threat left.
Bane's
like the
only-
Bane that was like smart that did shit. Like
Bane's only purpose is to get rid of the Batman.
exactly.
If there's no Batman, Bane's kind of just like,
That's true. If
I might
Batman,
become a Harvard lawyer.
but since if Batman actually took out the villains that were at a threat level to the city,
Yeah,
then he could
Firefly.
retire, and the
Yeah.
police could handle the rest of them. Then Bane would just be like, "I'll go back to that hole in Egypt, I guess, or wherever the fuck I
Look,
came from."
motherfucker, he was in.
I know. I'm just that goddamn movie.
I get so mad about that because fucking Nightfall is so goddamn good.
I know.
And then
I wonder if you go back there in your Bane and you have to climb down in, if your awesome music plays while you're doing it. It's like, oh, he came back. He's like, what? What? Did you succeed? No, Batman just retired, man. Like, oh, so what are we gonna do? Oh,
you get that chessboard, you can play.
I mean, I could break somebody else's back. We could hang him up over there, and wait for it to heal.
See, the only
give him
people that you have
permission
to
to
worry about
die.
is someone like Firefly, who he's an arsonist. You have to just lock him away. You don't have to kill him, but just don't fucking
Yeah.
let him get out.
Yeah.
The rest of the criminals, like Roman Sionis and the rest of the like crime families, they're criminals. Arrest them already. You know what
Let
they're
the
doing.
cops fucking shoot him and kill him then. Like, that's the other thing I never understood. Every time cops actually have somebody cornered, he just comes in, he's like, oh! It's like rolls in, starts beating the shit out of people, arrests them, and then leaves. And they're just cops are like, I fucking could have killed that guy.
Yeah.
No, it's
He was gonna shoot me.
that,
Like,
that always happens exactly when the cop does have a justifiable reason to use deadly force, and Batman's just like, no, you can't kill these guys. They were about to kill me. They just
Gotta
killed
put him to
20.
sleep.
They just killed like 5 people and then tried to kill me, and I can't shoot this
yeah,
person.
just shows like, oh, they murdered in cold blood. Like, what?
Why is he Rocky?
That needs to happen.
Yo,
Rocky as Batman.
No. I swear to God. I would throw up
Oh my God.
so much.
So, yeah.
Any other franchises anybody can think of?
I can't really think of.
Doesn't have to be Marvel and DC. There's a lot of comics
Well, I
out
mean,
there.
get a Sandman movie for fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
That's like one of the greatest like books ever written. I mean, they did a Crow movie. They're doing it again. I don't know why, but they are.
Because I kind of feel like they're doing that simply because they want to make amends for the shitty ones that came after the first one.
You can't. You can't.
Can't take that
You
back.
can't apologize for
They
that.
can't
gave
take
you,
that
what if
back.
they gave you a check for $100?
They're on the internet. They're never going away. $100. Fuck that.
That's enough to cover the 2 tickets.
They have
Wait,
to say.
no, the third one didn't go to theaters, did it? Neither did the second, I don't think.
No,
They both went to VHS.
No, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean,
Wait, what? What are we thinking about?
I don't know. I'm
If
There's
just
all
the
of them
second
are
one-
on DVD?
I know the first one was in theaters, and I don't know about
the second one.
The second one was in theaters.
Okay.
The third one, no.
Straight
that
to
went straight to
VHS.
DVD. And the fourth one went straight to
Straight to video.
Netflix. I don't know.
No, it came out on DVD.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wicked Prayer. That's what that one was called. The Crow, Wicked Prayer. Starring that kid from T2 as the Crow.
Eddie Furlong.
Yeah, Eddie Furlong. Because he's like... it's like, that's even the Crow on the cover. He's just like...
Who I thought was dead.
No, he came back as the Crow.
Makes sense.
Crow can't die.
He's like, my career is not over. I came back to avenge it.
So I'm sure we've all talked about this, but Spawn.
Well, they're giving that another shot. But
I thought
the first one was R, though. A very soft R.
I was about to say, that was not
I think they said
fucking R.
F word twice.
I think it was like, near the thing that both times was the Violator, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it was R just because they're like, we're sorry for how bad this looks. Because it's going to hurt your eyes. Jesus. All right. Well, there's that. If you're an X-Force fan, you can look forward to that in 2000 whenever. Speaking of movies, Death Note. For anybody who doesn't know what that is, it's an anime movie or show about a kid who had a book, and when he hates people, he writes their names in it,
Stop
and then
it.
the Scarecrow comes by
Stop
and kills them.
Can I describe this movie?
Scarecrow with buggy eyes and a gestured collar around his neck comes by and kills people. And then there's a guy who constantly has his thumb in his mouth, and everybody thinks he's cool. Rated R. That's Death Note.
You done?
You don't have to explain it anymore.
I know.
Go ahead. Get
I know you know
get
what
all
the fuck-
nerdy on
I
it.
know you know
I
what the
know
fuck
what it
it
is.
is.
I just don't like it. I didn't care for Death Note.
Halfway through the show, I figured out what was happening, and I was just like, I'm fucking done with this.
Yeah. It became very transparent before they even decided they were done with it.
Yeah.
And you're just like, fuck this.
Halfway through the show, and before the 2 movies and like the extra books came out, I was like, yeah, I know what's gonna happen.
And that's right. There were movies in Japan.
Yeah.
Right.
They got ported over here on DVD, but when people would flip it over and see what it was, they're like, that's gay, and put it back. No, I'm sorry, but when you do like the thing where you shoot a live action movie and then you put CG adaptations of an anime character next to real people, it just looks fucking weird.
It's
and
gross.
it doesn't
Yeah.
look like
Yeah.
it belongs. And that's what screwed it over, because you couldn't believe any of this shit was
Yeah.
going on. So you need to actually put somebody in a suit that you make practical effects out of.
Who's got time for practical effects? What is this, a Wes Craven movie?
Have Spielberg do it.
Spielberg, are you sure?
Spielberg
You
goes
want
do Death
another
Note.
Kingdom of Crystal Skull? That's the noise.
That wasn't completely his fault. Now that Lucas is deciding that he knows he's screwing up movies and he's just going to rake in the dough and live in his castle in the sky,
Look,
we might
it's
have
not
chances.
a castle, it's a ranch in the sky.
That's right. He's farming.
Put the whole
farming cloud cows.
It's Cloud City.
Cloud cows.
Cloud cows. Getting
Cloud City, yeah.
cloud cow milk.
Yeah, Death Note is about the character Light Yagami, who makes a deal with a Shinigami, which is basically like a demon in this world, to gain
just
the
thought-
ability to write in this Death Note.
I just thought of that episode of Venture Brothers with the Oni following Dr. Venture.
It's good. That basically, if you write the name of a person in it, they will die.
Yes.
When you do this, though, it takes away some of your time on the Earth, and you can also gain.
Equivalent exchange.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's if you decide to, you can lose. I think it's half your life expectancy, so
Yeah.
you can see the names of people.
Yeah.
That you wanna
Do you
kill?
see where this is going yet?
And L, the guy that Matt
Sucks
was
on his thumb all
talking
the
about
time.
and eats sweets, was a detective who's extremely a genius or some shit that was like working on the case, and it's just so much annoying shit. I know people love the fucking show. I didn't care for it.
Yeah. I didn't care for it either.
But it's
Smart.
coming, and it's going to be rated R.
Just watch Guyver
Just watch Cowboy Bebop.
and Trigun. Just watch better anime.
We talked about this. You know the animes that are better.
Yeah.
We gave you a whole
Holy
pantheon.
Cooley. Excel Saga. Great shows.
What's the one? Fuck, now I can't remember. It's all like letters. It's like XLs.
FLCL?
FLCL.
I said that fully coolly.
Fucking. Oh, I keep forgetting it's the goddamn short part of it.
That's how
When
it's-
people say fully coolly, I don't think it's FLCL. I don't know why.
you know what that is, right?
No.
Footy goody? It's the sound of breasts being fondled.
Excellent.
Little
I'm
note
gonna
for
listen
ya.
real close next time.
No.
Fucking A.
If you get the manga, it tells you about this stuff.
I don't got time for reading.
Which, by the way, came out after the anime. Fun fact.
There you go. Kind of how like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show came out after the toys. Nobody pieced it together. So, moving on in news, Resident Evil, as if this needed to happen again.
Capcom will not stop, man.
Because they're fucking broke. Like,
Yeah.
Well, what do you expect? They killed Mega Man, they're killing Resident Evil.
actually, they didn't. I
Well-
got a link for something. Okay, we'll get into it later.
Yeah.
They're re-releasing
Aside.
Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6.
And 6.
So they're releasing one good game.
5 is good if you fucking play it with somebody and you don't think
No,
about
I
it.
disagree with that. I played it with you and I had the worst time of my life.
Because you fucking don't like playing games with me, but I know it and you don't.
I don't remember.
Let's
I
go
played
back
the
to
game
Zombies
like
Ate My
5
Neighbor.
years ago.
Let's go back to Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Oh my God.
That's a good game.
No,
we
it's
played it
horrible.
together and you were like, this is shit because you keep taking everything.
It was shit when I played it by
I
myself.
swear to God. Again, Resident Evil 5 is good if you don't think of it as a Resident Evil game and you have someone to fucking screw around with.
it's a great game when you
It's a
don't
great
consider
game
it a
if you
Resident
pretend
Evil.
it's not Resident
It's
Evil. Yeah.
not.
And that's my
Resident
opinion
Evil
of Silent Hill: The Room.
6 is just unplayable in my opinion.
You can play
Never
Mercenaries
even played it.
for like 20 minutes.
Play the Leon mission and that's about it. Everything else is just like you don't give a fuck.
It's just like Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah.
You finish up the Sansa storyline, then you're like, well, this game's over. I'm done.
You know
Turn
what?
it.
13, I popped the disc in and watched the beginning, like, movie, essentially, before you even start playing the game. And I'm like, what in the fuck
Is
is
going
going
on?
on with
Yeah.
Final Fantasy? Like, what? Who are these people with glowy robes? Who's this person that is basically Cloud, but now a woman? Who's this guy with a
banger.
chocobo and his afro? What the fuck is going on? And then it's just like, kid's mom dies. Falling off this, the fucking road that goes to nowhere for some reason.
It's the one that Palin wanted to build.
Yeah. 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 And then they're like, now you play the game. And you're like, wow, look at all this cool shit everywhere. Wait a minute. I can't move off of this street. And then I go, fine, I'll play in a battle. Show up, it's like, push a button, okay? Do the rest for you. You don't gotta think anymore.
The beginning of the game, up until you get down to the fucking planet, is pretty much that.
It's god awful.
Once you get to the planet, it actually is open, and combat is...
Kind of. It's not as open as in other ones.
It's not as open as you'd like, but it's still open. And combat can be really fucking difficult, especially if you fight the Long U.
Well, unfortunately, I will never give it that chance.
It's fun. Doesn't deserve it.
No, the story was shit.
Again,
I
it
hated
doesn't
it.
deserve it. Saz
No.
is one character. One character out of like 8 has the only interesting story, and it stops halfway through the game.
And that's the guy that has the chocobo.
Yeah, Saz.
That could save the world or something in his hair.
No. It's...
Or it has the ability to destroy
No, the
shit.
chocobo has nothing to do with anything. The chocobo is just there
Or it's
because
his hair has the ability to save the world.
Stop
I don't
it.
remember what it is.
he's trying to save his he's trying to save his son,
Right.
and
yeah.
shit's going real fucking bad. His story doesn't end too happy, but it's still the best story in the entire game because I don't care about Fang and Vinio and their lesbian lifestyle. I don't care about Lightning and her dumbass sister. I don't care about Snow or fucking that dumbass kid. I don't care about any of them. They're fucking boring and not developed.
No. And you're supposed to care about him in the first 20 seconds of the game. Anyhow, back to Resident Evil. Well, I mean, like I said, for 6, with all those other storylines, who gives a shit about what Chris is doing with his bro? Which basically,
It's like a big budget action movie where it shouldn't be.
when I first read about what they were going to do with 6, I thought it was interesting because they're like, each story has a different play style. So I'm like, okay, we're going to get like tons of different games. Like we'll get the survival horror edge with like Leon, and then we'll get like Gears of War style with like Chris, and then we'll get like, the shitty thing is they did with the other female and basically Wesker's son was almost like everything was fucking quick times. It was like, who wants to fucking do that?
Me? I played Dante's Inferno.
The shitty thing of it is like when you switch from one and then you go to like Chris's thing and it's all Gears of War style, you're like, this isn't Resident Evil anymore. This isn't what we want, you guys. We want horror. It's what it did in the first place. Action was there, but it was underplayed. It was what
See?
you did to get through the game, not like the main focal point.
It's just like my good friend, and I'm sure he's yours, Jordan Shanks said, 4 was the best, and the worst for the reason.
Yeah,
for
because
what
it
it did.
completely changed it
It
around
was
to what it is now.
extremely
Yeah.
good, but it completely changed it into what it's gonna become, and that's Resident Evil 5. And you don't want that.
Okay, more gaming news. Final Fantasy XIV is having has some problems with their music.
I wouldn't really call them problems.
Ask Power Man 5000.
Get Spider-1 on the line.
That's right. It was a stage name or his real name. I don't know if he changed it legally or not.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's how many of the boss fight musics or how much of the music, but apparently the one boss fight for Sephiroth, which is
Great.
not Sephiroth. Okay. Sephiroth. I don't know who that is, honestly. I've never played 14.
Name
but
dropping.
it is
Just silent.
literally a straight rip of When Worlds Collide.
Yeah, literally.
There's no difference. And the guy
There's just not as much screaming, basically.
and the guy that composed it was just like, I've never heard that song. And Square Enix president is just like, I believe him. He couldn't possibly have heard it.
I want somebody to raid his house, and they'll find he's got 20 copies of
The whole
Power
basement.
Man.
If you go into the basement,
It's
there's a
all
secret
like Power Man
He even
posters
has
on
that
the wall.
second album that nobody bought.
Yeah,
No one knows.
he's the biggest Power Man 5000 fan. Closet Power Man 5000 fan.
Again, there's a secret button in the basement. You push it. It
Yeah.
enters into a shrine of Pirate Man 5000.
It's like that one room in that house in Skyrim.
Which one?
In that house.
'Cause I know what you're talking about. With the fucking torture devices and shit. It's-
Yeah, in that winter hold or whatever. Or Solitude. Yeah, Solitude.
Yeah.
You played Skyrim, right? What else did play games?
He played it on his Sega Master
Played on
System.
his
Sega Master System.
He played on his Amiga.
It is the Master System after all.
is,
Put
it
whatever
is.
you want into it, it will play.
Yeah.
Maybe slow. but
Cards or cartridges. Fucker takes both.
You can put your credit card in there, it'll buy something. You don't know what, it'll buy you something.
Yeah,
And
I don't know what's going on with Final Fantasy. I know Uematsu made some of the music, not all of it. This was composed by composed by somebody
By
else.
somebody that will probably never compose for them again.
But he also composed another track for the Great King Mughal fight,
Yes.
which is basically "This Is Halloween" by Danny Elfman. Except instead of "This is Halloween,"
a boss fight. This is a boss fight. Boss fight. Boss fight.
Or that fucker's big.
instead of saying "This is Halloween," it's just "Great King Mughal." And if you listen to the tracks, it is literally note for note the same thing. It's fucking embarrassing. Like when you think
I
Final
mean,
Fantasy,
you can at least come out and just be like, yes, I'm a really big fan of those songs. It's just like,
yeah,
admit it.
but there's a
Right?
difference
Don't
between
fucking hide it.
like kind of using it and then just using
Ripping it straight, yeah.
But when you think Final Fantasy, you think really good music that's completely original, and then you hear this and it's just
It's
what the
basically
fuck
getting
happened?
the song and just going into word search and replace every word that says Halloween with Moogle Bog. Like, boop, there you go. Print it, song.
Damn it.
Fucking Christ.
I don't get why they even.
And then
allowed
I
this.
can't even play a Silent Hill game without Konami knocking at my door.
See, the funny thing is, even if the one person that composed it never heard it, no one else in the entire company that was working on that game listened to what he composed and was like, "This is new. This is original. I
Yeah.
like this."
Yeah.
They just shipped it right
But maybe
away.
he's just like a real jackass and nobody wanted to say anything because they didn't want to have that confrontation. They're like, this is ripping off Danny Elfman, right?
And they're
So,
like, you
yeah,
can't bring it up to him.
can't bring
He's
it
a
up to him.
dick.
He will fucking go insane. He will throw fecal matter at you. You have no idea what this guy is capable of.
What is he? The Batman of human relations? Just does whatever needed to piss off his coworkers. One day he ate my lunch that I didn't even make yet. He went into my house and ate the ingredients for it. I don't know how he got in there.
Like, straight up, when we were doing the soundtrack for the next Last Remnant, he completely ripped off Zero from Smashing Pumpkins. I couldn't bring it up to him.
He wrote it with a gun.
I was like, hey, you know Billy Corgan wrote that? He's like, Billy who? He stared me down with death. I left.
I think he took a part of my soul with him.
It's like Smashing Pumpkins. That sounds like a good boss name. In a town called Halloween. Like, oh shit, we're going down. I can't stop him.
Yeah, I guarantee
No, I'm
you.
sure he's a good guy. I'm sure he's
I guarantee you what's going to
All due
happen is
respect.
there's going to be a hot fix where the track's replaced with something
Yeah.
else.
What they do is
Ask Peter Dinklage how that works.
what they could do is just like I said this before.
Peter.
What the WWE did when the ECW guys came in, they just kind of slowed the music down, so it just sounded like a really dumbed down version of Man in the Box and Enter Sandman. They'll do the same thing for this. They'll just slow it down and maybe change the
Pitch.
the pitch a little
Slow
bit.
it down and raise the pitch.
Yeah.
How awful would that be? Think of your favorite song and do that to it. It's awful now. Fuck. Every single Disturbed track, slowed down, really high pitched.
Oh. Wow. That'd be gross. That'd be really gross.
It's a perfect word, gross. 'Cause that's what it would be.
Would it be funny if you do that and it sounds just like Our Lady Peace?
You play the Beatles.
Remember them?
You play the Beatles backwards. It sounds like Mastodon.
It's true. You know, it's like, I almost don't want to do request topics. There are so many good news topics to cover. It's like Ronda Rousey wants to be Samus, and I'm like, no. You're already fucking Pikachu.
Pikachu, Captain Marvel.
I'm sorry.
She's gonna be Peach next.
I can see her being
Banging
Captain
Mario,
Marvel more than
beating
Samus.
up Bowser.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Anybody can be Samus, really? You don't know
isn't
she's
like-
Samus.
Samus isn't this giant buffed out, blonde girl.
You don't know that it's a woman if you're going with Metroid until the very last moments of the fucking.
Everybody fucking knows by now.
I understand that, but it doesn't matter who you put in the armor.
Justin Bailey. There we go.
Everybody has a gamepad at the beginning of the movie. If they don't all synchronize putting that code in, you have to watch the normal version where you just can see her with her helmet off at the end.
I don't want her to be Samus.
Why not? Who would you prefer to be Samus? I prefer nobody because I don't want the damn movie.
Peter Dinklage. I don't know. It's just the first
Scarlett
name.
Johansson.
First name that came in there.
You just want to see her naked.
You're not gonna fucking see.
Rated R Metroid.
Do I need to throw books around again?
Tentacle rape and everything.
The whole 9 yards.
Mother Brain. Yes, please. You done, Matt? Did I finish it for you?
You just said and I just got the mother brain from the animated cartoon in my head.
That's the worst one.
With that voice.
Yeah, that's what
With the Little Richard voice.
I'm just like. It's like she's just like tentacle raping. Fucking Ronda Rousey is Samus. And rated
you're
R
not gonna
movie.
wait that for you.
Yeah. This fucking Little Shop of Horrors.
Jesus.
I'm glad I could share that image with you. I blocked it out. I couldn't see it.
I'm just getting everything going on. It was like fucking
it's
Dr.
funny
Robotnik
'cause
shows
it's
up
true.
and using his voice from the Sonic Sat AM. So they had to call it to differentiate the two. He's like, ooh, that's delicious. Warms the cockles of my heart. Well,
It's
there's
gross, Matt. Don't do
There's
that.
that shit. Legend of Zelda. Jeff Goldblum.
I'd watch
Their
that,
birthday.
that movie. Jeff
LOZ.
Goldblum as Link.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fighting Matt Damon.
Oh my god! Matt Damon is skinny! And then when he changes to the beast form, it's he can't do it! It's Michael Chiklis!
The dude from The Shield.
This dude from the Shield! He's just in a giant fucking
No, he's,
Warthog.
he's wearing exactly what he wore in the Shield, except he has a trident.
He's wearing the Thing costume. It's clobbering time. Oh my god. So yeah, so it's his birthday and Nintendo did nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had a symphony somewhere that you couldn't buy tickets to.
Yeah, because PETA was protesting it with giant rat suits.
Yep.
Not PETA, the New York Teamsters.
So I was going to say the symphony orchestra. You didn't let us play. Well, that's why we're here in rat suits.
You figured they could have at least put like the stuff on sale on like Virtual Console or something, but I didn't hear a peep.
Yeah. You know what they could have done, which would even been like a nice little thing to do, is just released, you know, the act like, because they did do a concert where they had an orchestra actually play all the Legend of Zelda music. They could have released that out to the mass media. You could have bought that special, you know, 30th anniversary. No.
Wait,
Nothing.
wait. Has it been another 5 years?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Because I know I have the 25th anniversary.
I know that
soundtrack.
25th anniversary felt like it was last year. So I don't know
was
if it's
good,
like
too.
I don't know if this is like the 30th, you know, in I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how
Anniversaries
I don't know how anniversaries work.
No.
They come yearly?
It
or-
just definitely doesn't feel like it was 5 years ago. It does.
doesn't.
It does not, because
I'm getting old.
It is.
Link's
though.
25th came after Mario's, and Mario's 30th anniversary felt like it was years ago to me right now.
And it was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they released the 8-bit Mario amiibo.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was like that big.
And the 25th anniversary was the re-release of Mario All-Stars on the Wii,
Yeah, which was. Which
That's such a good
which
game.
I didn't care for the port.
Which is funny, when it came out, it was like, this is going to be the rarest Wii game in history. Then everybody buys it up. You know, it's sold out, and it's like, oh no, we'll print 500,000 more.
It
like-
was pretty rare for a little while.
For like 5 fucking minutes. And Nintendo's like, oh, people actually want this. Okay, make more. But don't put the CD in it this time.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So if you want that, I guess
Yeah,
it's
you
worth
want all
whatever
the sound
eBay
effects.
says it's worth. The gods of eBay say it's worth. All right, so
$999,999.
we're going to go into
Or best offer.
our request topics then.
Max volume money. That's the most you can get in life.
Jesus Christ.
All nines.
Okay.
That should be the cap that people would be allowed to make in this world.
This came
From
from
to be equal.
This came from Paul. The Abs ASCII. He said, have you done good cover songs? I was just listening to Battlestar Galactica all along the Watchtower.
Okay.
So, good
I haven't heard that.
bands that
Check it
did
out.
good covers of other songs. I like Bullet for My Valentine's. No, it wasn't that. It was God damn it. If you got one, go ahead, because I need to remember this band's name now. Fuck.
One of the first ones that comes to mind for me is Guns N' Roses' version of "Live and Let Die,"
Yeah. That was
which
good.
a lot of people didn't even realize was a cover.
Yeah, they're like, they wrote a good song.
Paul
Like,
McCartney's "In Wings."
no, Paul beat you to that one.
Of course, one of my favorite bands of all time is the quintessential cover band, Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. They had some good ones.
I love that band name.
They're fantastic. They covered the R. Kelly song from Space Jam. What was that? I Believe I Can Fly. It's pretty good. They've done a few others too through the years. I mean, just check out their entire library.
Yeah.
You getting
They,
paid by them,
they
Will?
even did an album
He
of
does.
show tunes, which was interesting.
Excellent.
Just hearing them like doing "It's Raining on Prom Night" and in a punk version was interesting. Trying to think of some others.
I remember my band now.
Okay.
It was Bullet for My Valentine. When they did a cover, they did a couple covers. When they did a cover of Crazy Train, that was really good. They did, I can't remember which Metallica song, but they did a cover
Creeping
of it.
Death.
Yes, that was fantastic. And still metal, but when Killswitch Engage did their cover of Holy Diver,
Yes,
that
that's
was
a good one.
fucking great.
That is a good one.
And Avenged Sevenfold, when they did their cover of Walk,
Oh yeah.
Pantera's Walk. I actually couldn't tell the fucking difference.
That was very good.
It sounded exactly the same, to which I was like, why don't you just become Pantera?
Metallica's cover of "Turn the Page."
Yeah.
Bob Seger.
Well, I mean, Metallica did that. Was it Garage Incorporated? It was just all covers, wasn't
One
it?
was all covers, and the other CD was like B-sides.
Okay.
But yeah, they did like "Whiskey in the Jar" by Thin Lizzy.
Which was good. I mean,
They did a Misfits song too, but I can't think of the name of it right now.
I don't remember
I don't know
either.
But
Jason.
The covers that I like, the bands that I like, I don't think many people have listened
We're
to.
gonna know.
Like Mindless Self-Indulgence, they covered Big Papa by Notorious B.I.G.
Okay.
They did that a couple times actually. It's really fucking good. Even though, like, if you don't like Mindless Self-Indulgence, you probably won't like the cover, because if you prefer the original, most people won't like their versions of it. Like, they covered that. They covered Tom Sawyer by Rush. Their version's
Okay.
very fast and like very like punk. It's great if you like mindless self-indulgence.
Okay. I forgot how Tom Sawyer started, so for some reason in my brain I did YYZ like super fast.
By the way, I'm very glad that you said YYZ.
I know. I didn't want you yelling at me.
yeah,
High five.
Anyway, and they also covered Method Man's "Bring the Pain," and there's two versions of
They
it.
just went like everywhere.
They
really.
they do, man.
Okay.
It's great. And there's
See,
two
I might
versions
like
of it.
that. That's
There's
cool.
their first one, which is kind of fast-ish, and real like they're like normal way.
Fascist.
Yep. Bring marks in this bitch.
Fucking
And
fascist.
And then the other version that I really like that they did of Bring the Pain is their New Wave. It is so fucking good. Like, you would not expect it from them. And just it being Bring the Pain by Method Man being sung with New Wave
That's pretty cool.
is pretty excellent. I really like Red Hot Chili Peppers' cover of Higher Ground.
yep.
Yeah, that was good. That
good.
was good.
It's a good track. I gotta think of some more, because there's a
Bacon?
The Fugees cover of "Killing Me Softly."
Oh, Lord. Fucking hell. It's so good. White Stripes
So
cover of One More Cup of Coffee. One More Cup of
Okay.
Coffee by, was it Bob Dylan, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like their version of it.
I have to say, I like whenever Disturbed does a cover of any song, because when they did Shout, that was great. When they did,
2000.
yeah, when they did Shout 2000, that was great. When they did, what, the one they did for 10,000 Fists, I can't remember. The world we live in. This is the world we live in.
They did "Living After Midnight" too.
Yeah, they did that. Currently, they did The Sound of Silence. I don't know if you heard their cover of that.
Mm-hmm.
It is, I love it. It's on their new album that they put out. I've heard some people like, you're butchering Simon and Garfunkel. It's like, it's a fucking rock band covering Simon and Garfunkel. What do you think they're gonna do with it? It's not gonna be like, you know, for the gist of the beginning of it, they play it real straight. It's melancholy. It's like, you know, it's downtoned and everything. And then toward the end, you know, it kind of, there's like violins playing and everything. It gets more dramatic, and he kind of
crescendo
busts
comes
into
in.
his like, you know, "Hey!" you know, that thing. He gets into that, but it's only for like maybe 10 seconds of the song. It's like that, and then it comes back down again. So, listen, it's good.
Stained covering "Sober" by Tool.
Yeah,
And,
that was good.
"Comfortably Numb" by Pink Floyd. When I saw Aaron Lewis and Stained at York Fair, and he covered "Comfortably Numb," it was like haunting. Like how his voice is just crazy to hear live.
I bet. Probably sounds like me when I'm singing.
Yeah.
When Cash covered "Hurt."
Oh
That
yeah.
is such a fucking
Yeah.
good version.
That's
it's
the
so
best
much better.
version ever.
It's the only version.
Yeah.
Another track would be, I mean, I don't think it's not officially released. They just did it at a show, I believe. Cody and Cambria covered "Somebody I Used to Know" by,
Oh yeah, I did hear that. Yeah.
I can't remember, but it's so fucking good because Claudio Sanchez he kills it. Mm-hmm. And Mindless Self-Indulgence in their new album, How I learned to stop giving a fuck and love my own self-indulgence. The last track, they covered Logical Song.
Okay.
It's pretty good, too.
It's cool.
There's a ton more, but
Sorry,
I'm sure
I had a long day.
I'm sure we'll miss them. I mean, like 1,000 different bands covered Another Brick in the Wall Part 2.
Every band.
through the
Yeah, Korn
years.
even did
yeah,
that.
Korn did it.
I will say, when Korn
pretty
did their live version of One by Metallica,
Yeah.
that was pretty fucking
Yeah.
bald. That was good, because like there was all those people like, oh, Korn can only play stupid shit, and then it's just like there's Brian just like doing the lead for One, and I'm like, yeah, see, they can play this shit, they just choose not to.
Yeah. Yeah.
System of a Down's cover of Metro.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was fucking
Yes.
fantastic.
I feel like playing it right
Was that the
now.
one that was on? That was on a soundtrack,
Dracula
right?
2000 soundtrack.
That was the one I was like, man, like the beginning of this, it feels like funk. It's just great. It's like, I was just like, this is fucking great.
What the fuck is that?
It's like I love it. It was the bass line. It was fucking great.
I enjoyed Hole's cover of Goldust Woman by Fleetwood Mac. I'm sure there's a ton more. I just can't think.
I'm actually like I'm trying to think of like alternative bands I listened to in the '90s, but it was so long ago I can't remember things that they covered.
I mean,
I'm sure
Nirvana-
Smashing Pumpkins covered a bunch of shit.
Nirvana covering David Bowie
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh yeah, that whole
And then
unplugged shit.
and-
That-
Man Who
and
Sold the
Lead
World.
Belly.
Yeah.
With Where Did You Sleep Last
Fantastic.
Night?
No one's gonna mention Orgy with Blue Monday.
Do I have to?
Who did that originally? New Order?
New Order. Personally, I don't care about the song really.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't care about New Order, just I don't care
Yeah.
about the song. But I will say, it was hilarious when I was dating this girl who lived in Texas, and she worked at a Victoria's Secret, and they were playing Blue Monday, but it was like a female lounge singer. It was really awkward because it was like, this is not the tone of the song.
I know another song that people absolutely loved when it got released was Pearl Jam's cover of Last Kiss. I never was a big fan of it, but
I'm a cat.
Vanilla Ice's cover of Another One Bites the Dust. You needed that giggle.
Yeah, I did. All right, I'm going to move on to another. This came from my wife. Should Nintendo take the risky plunge into movies like Marvel did? Which Nintendo characters would you want to see on the big screen? Now, Nintendo did do this already, horribly.
It wasn't their fault.
But
They
in this-
didn't have enough. They didn't stay inside they didn't have enough insight in it.
I honestly think in this day and age, since Marvel and Disney, they were allowed to have more say in what was going to happen, and they were able to keep continuity basically close to the same as what was in books. Things that they did change made some sense for what they were doing in their own movie universes.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I think if Nintendo was actually able to get in there and have their mitts in it,
They were
It
actually
could be better.
a controlling, holder of the interest
Right.
on the movie. It wouldn't turn into another Super Mario Brothers where
right? And if
the
they
Mushroom Kingdom is a dinosaur world in
right,
the sewers.
and if they were going to do another Mario movie, do not do it live action. Do it CG'd. Get a studio like Pixar or something on your back behind you to do it. So there's really good animation.
You'd have to go with Sunshine or Galaxy. They have very strong storylines, and
And since
it's written itself already.
and since Nintendo's going to have theme park rides in Disney, I don't know why Disney couldn't hook them up with Pixar or Disney's animation studio that they do their 3D with.
True.
Make a fucking Mario movie that way.
But as far as
Do real hair
Nintendo
physics like you
movies?
did with Brave. So Mario's hair's all curly, his mustache is curl, moving all over the place. Like boob physics in Street Fighter.
look here, motherfucker. I've seen glitched out Mario games, and it is terrifying.
I know,
Okay,
it is terrifying.
With his mustache just shooting up into space.
I want the beginning of the Mario movie to be him, just like the beginning of Mario 64, where he just pops up and he goes, "Hello!" And it's his head, just floating there.
Kids
Max
just
Headroom.
ah!
like Max Headroom.
Yeah.
That would be really cool because if they did it like, you know how
Can I tell you about the hot new special?
like the opening credits, instead of having that, it'd be like, "Hello, press play" or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be really cool for Mario 64 if they did Mario 64. But as much as you dislike it, and I probably would dislike it, but as long as Nintendo had control, I would watch a Metroid movie. But
I would watch the fuck out of a Zelda movie.
It would be
if Nintendo had
have to be
control.
Super Metroid because Metroid 1 is kind of nothing. No one talks.
Yeah.
No one talks the entire time. It's just Samus shooting
Just be
shit.
inner dialogue.
It'd be just like kind of the way the Hunger Games should have been. With Katniss doing inner monologue the whole time, but they didn't do that.
Well, as much as I hate
Don't bring those movies.
as much as I
This
hate
is my show, okay?
as much as I hate to say it, because a lot of people compare the two too much together, but like if you did a Samus movie where you were shooting it from a perspective like she was going on a mission to save something, like if you did it like in a Halo perspective, where like you're seeing most of everything she's seeing through her visor, and she only has inner monologue like you were saying, but it was more of everybody else's interaction with her on the outside. That would work better, because we've seen what happens when you let her talk. With the wrong people behind
I'm going
it.
to say, because she talks in Super Metroid and in
Yeah.
Zero Mission and whatnot, and Fusion. But I don't care for that first-person perspective in movies anymore, because I saw it in fucking Doom, I didn't care for it, I thought it was ham-fisted and dumb, and they're doing it
Well,
again.
they only did it for like 10
Well, yeah, they're
seconds.
doing,
I know.
they're doing it again with.
Get hardcore.
Yeah.
And that looks fucking awful.
No, I just mean like whenever she's in a suit doing a mission, it's like that. Otherwise,
I personally wouldn't care for it, because I'm like, I
well,
don't
hey,
want to feel...
I thought all the fucking Prime games were terrible because it was in first person, and everybody else is like, they're fucking great. So I'm like,
They're really
oh.
good, but I didn't feel like I was Samus. If it was a movie, I'd
Yeah.
feel like, I am not this person. I want to see what they're doing, not what I'm doing.
What if everybody that goes in to see it, they give you a Samus helmet, and you put it on, and it's like an Oculus Rift inside?
I would lose my shit.
There you go.
'Cause
That's how you do it then.
That would be fucking... God,
you get to go home with it.
Wait.
And has Google Glass
Which
inside after
suit?
the movie. Oh fuck! I'm not a Samus nerd. I don't
damn
fucking
it.
know.
Varia, Gravity, the normal suit.
Black dimension tentacle monster.
You didn't even play Prime, motherfucker.
I don't know. I know it existed.
swear to
Echo.
God.
So it's shiny.
No one cares.
I'm
about
ready
Echo
for
Dolphin.
my Captain Toad Treasure Tracker movie.
That would be an amazing kids movie.
Fucking
5 stars.
That would be.
Criterion Collection.
You can make fun of it all you want, but that would make an amazing.
No, it would
kids
make a
movie.
great kid movie. It would.
That
Just
you
like
would,
Viva Pinata. would.
You would fucking like go to see that movie like 3 times with your kid. I guarantee it.
What I don't have.
It was so goddamn. What are you talking about? Cheats in here somewhere.
I would love a Luigi's Mansion movie.
That'd be really excellent.
I hate these fucking babies. It's R-rated.
R-rated.
As he's sucking up their ghosts, it's like bones and blood just dripping everywhere.
R-rated live action Luigi's Mansion.
Oh my god, I would sign up.
Yeah, they could get the scientist guy from Captain America to be the Dr. Egad.
Yeah.
I would pre-order tickets for me and everyone I knew.
Just buy the whole
I'm
theater.
like, if I gotta see this, you fuckers have to see it with me.
Demanded they have vacuums at the ready.
Oh my god, yes. You should be able to catch ghosts while you're watching the movie in the theater.
That'd be too spoopy. I couldn't handle it.
Every time you try, it's like they make that noise like you're just like
Well, what
blood
noise,
shooting out everywhere.
what noise would you make if you were about to be sucked into a goddamn vacuum by an Italian plumber?
Get that fucking vacuum away from me. That's what I would say. I wouldn't be like
I'd be screaming, "This sucks," and I'd be like, "That's a bad pun."
It's a
And
horrible
I'm
pun.
dying.
I'd laugh as you died.
Then Wayne from Wayne's World pops in. Well, it certainly does suck. And then you pay him $20 in a sandwich, and he walks away.
Boom. Blow my damn brains out, these stupid ass puns.
So the Legend of Zelda movie
I-
is something that everybody's been talking. It was talked about for Netflix. It was talked about for
I
this and
wouldn't
that
want
and
a
everything.
movie.
It was punked for this.
Say, which version would you want? Would you want adult Link or would you want kid Link?
Which you're asking which timeline, and there's a lot of them.
I went in between Link where he's confused about what's happening with his body.
So
Hair where there wasn't hair before.
since your favorite is Ocarina of Time, what you want is Link stuck in the fuck. I can't remember what the fucking area is called with Raru, the Sage of Light. You want him stuck there
Yes.
through the 7 years that he's growing up.
Yes.
And Raru's just like, this fucking kid won't stop aging. I gotta get new clothes all the damn time.
I just want to see the awkward conversations they have.
He's not awake during this.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
It's
It's just like, it's awkward conversations with himself while he continuously keeps redressing a growing child. Rated R. Because Link's gonna be hanging dogs.
There's no dong, bro. No dong. But as far as like a specific Zelda game that I would like to see a movie, no, I personally don't think a movie would be. It would be a really fucking long movie. I would watch Link to the Past.
Right.
Yeah, for a movie, that would probably be the
It's
best one.
really fucking good. Because as much as I really love Majora's Mask, I kind of feel like they'd fuck it up real bad. They would ruin
Yeah,
it.
because there's too many things they could make super goofy in that,
And-
like from that.
And there's a lot of things that are extremely dark in that they would exactly make way too goofy.
I mean, they could do one for Link's Awakening. That would be a decent one.
Link's Awakening. is
Because
my
you could
favorite
give-
Zelda game.
You could give a quick synopsis of how everything started and then where it left off.
Do you know where in the timeline it takes place, Maddie?
Well, that's technically the second game in the original. No, or third, because no, it's second because Zelda 2 is actually third because Link's Awakening takes place after the events of the first one because he's on that ship after he leaves and
It takes place before Wind Waker,
right.
and it's in the Hero.
That's right. I forgot. There's
Succeeded.
3 fucking timelines.
It's in the Hero Succeeded timeline.
yeah.
Hero Failed is no. Hero Succeeded is Majora's Mask.
Yeah, because he went back to his childhood then.
Hero Failed is the original Zelda.
And then Spirit Tracks and all that shit.
It takes place after Wind Waker.
Yeah.
And all that shit.
There's so
you mean
much-
like Phantom Hourglass?
Those are
I
good
didn't get to
games.
play them. I just
Yeah,
mean
it's
like,
like
all
all that
those other
shit.
games.
Yeah, they're good
Sorry.
games though. But yeah, the timeline I'm not
Getting all
perfectly,
defensive.
No.
I'm not
just
perfectly
found it
clear
funny.
on myself.
It's like end the rest.
But if you know the timeline, make a big old web in their chats. Make it happen.
Please. Make it all of hashtags and ampersands and everything.
Punch Out
ASCII.
the movie with
Hell.
all sorts of
It
stereotypes.
would be Rocky.
But with stereotypes.
No, it
oh
wouldn't
wait,
be
Rocky
Rocky.
had stereotypes. You're right.
It would be better than Rocky because it has Mike Tyson with his fucking face tattoo when he
Yes.
shouldn't have a face tattoo, and the goddamn guy named
That's
King
true, because
Hippo.
he could totally make an appearance for that.
He would too.
Who would you get to be Little Mac then?
What do you mean? Who would you get?
Who would you fucking get?
Jordan, Michael B. Jordan, obviously. He's already Rocky. I have not even seen fucking Creed yet. And I'm making terrible jokes.
Great. So you want to go down that ramp?
No, not really.
Be like, so we're gonna make Little Mac a black guy. So then the internet's like, Jesus fucking Christ! First they're in space, now they're in my Little Macs.
They're in my little max.
That is such a disgusting thing to think. This is a family show, man. I don't know what you guys do over in Grindcast, but we will not be entering Little Max.
I think we already ruined the Ed Jason show.
The network's not gonna pick it up. I'm
No.
just telling you that right
It's
now.
like that first episode of Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
He should have been canceled, but they were like, did you see the ratings?
Cartoon Network was thinking about it. They're like, well, we don't need another Saul the Mole Man on our hands. So.
Where's my movie of that?
Oh, shout out to Saul and the Moment
If anybody remembers.
with Johnny Tambourine.
Yep. Yeah, who would you get to be Little Mac? Besides Michael B. Jordan.
Andy Garfield.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
He was Spider-Man.
God damn it,
Which
no.
Spider-Man?
Amazing.
I don't think it was amazing.
Oh,
I'm gonna go down his... I'm gonna go down his route, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Fuck you, Will.
He's already that short guy. He's got a little bit of muscle on him. You see him down there like, oh wait, I'm gonna come at you.
What is that? What is,
And then,
what
and
is
then,
that?
and then Glass Joe, which will be played by, God damn it, Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Did you know that someone made a Benedict Cumberbatch name generator that is just like the most ridiculous fucking shit?
I also saw them do. They put a picture side by side. They had Beavis and Butthead up top, and they put Cumberbatch and then Neil Patrick Harris
Yeah.
under Beavis, and it is spot fucking on. It is ridiculously on. And I'm like, oh my god, you could but could you really see them do like? I can see Harris going to do
Yeah.
Beavis, but like I don't know.
You'd be surprised. Benedict Cumberbatch
Yeah.
is really open to do.
He's open about shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a weird sense of humor too.
He's
so
got
I
a
could
really
see-
big
yeah.
range, so that
Yeah.
if they did that, they'd probably have to like put some money into it though, because I don't think we want another rehash of.
Yeah.
No one really wants it. They got the show back, and no one really watched it.
And you gotta get I know I'm having a hard time. He was Hellboy, and
Ron Perlman.
you gotta get him to be Soda Popinski. Shave his head down, put that little knot. Dude, he would probably love that shit. He's played like Russian mafia people before.
Yeah.
He's got the Russian accent down. He could totally pull it off.
Lil Mac, Charlie Day.
Oh my god, I would buy the whole theater.
That would actually be pretty brilliant.
If I would see Charlie Day being Little Mac, that'd
Because
be great.
if you remember the episode of the fucking
And then you
Always Sunny where he's like training the box or the fight or whatever,
train him to take punches.
it kind of seems
Yeah, because
like
when he had the hood up, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
he has the body shape of like,
And then
I'm
you-
not in good shape at the beginning, but then you can kind of be like,
Yeah.
not in good shape later, just like Little Mac.
You gotta get fucking Carl Winslow
Yeah.
to play the trainer.
Johnson.
You gotta get him to play the trainer. There is
Get
no
Doc
one else.
Lewis, yeah.
Yeah, there's no one else. Oh my god, this is coming together.
He's over there eating his candy bars.
Oh my god. Who would you get to be Piston Honda? Oh, who else? But that one guy they put in every. They would either do Chow Yun Fat or he was in.
Can't remember his name
He was in
from
Godzilla. Yeah. Fuck.
Let them fight.
Yeah, they put. He's the Japanese guy they use for any Japanese guy movie.
There's one every generation.
Yeah, they could do Chow Yun Fat. They could get like Jet Li
Yeah.
He's too busy fighting.
or Jackie Chan. Dude, that'd be fucking great.
Jackie Chan's too busy singing in China.
That's
he's
true.
Done with
Dude,
he's not
he's-
done with movies. He's just done
He's
with
tearing it up in the
American
music scene
movies.
over there. Oh my god. Who would you get to be the
And his name is Ken Watanabe.
Ken Watanabe?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Research department over here.
Who would
On my own show.
what was the Spanish guy's name in the
Don Flamenco.
who would you get to do that?
Isn't it obvious?
See, this is what
Isn't it obvious?
this is our discussion topic now for the rest of the day.
remember-
Who we're gonna cast for Punch Out the
It was
movie?
fucking Luigi in goddamn
Oh,
Mario.
John Leguizamo.
No! No! I would not greenlight that shit at all.
Yeah, you would. John Leguizamo's a good fucking actor, and you know it.
When they give him good material.
This would be good material. He doesn't have to do anything but. That's
I'm
it.
so glad we have a camera
And
now.
then we come to the elephant in the room, King Hippo.
I asked about that earlier. No one, we just
Oh.
skipped over it.
Fucking, it would be, God damn it, now I need to think of his name. I'm really doing bad with this today.
What was the end?
Sin City, he played the guy that wanted to help Goldie.
Marv?
Yeah, he
Played by
played
Mickey
Marv.
Rourke.
Mickey Rourke.
Get Mickey Rourke in a fat suit.
God,
Mickey Rourke in a-
is so gross looking.
Mickey Rourke in a fat suit.
No offense to you, Mickey Rourke. I like you, but you're gross
Dude,
looking.
he-
Yeah,
Come over here and
looking at
beat
that
you up.
picture right there, I could see it.
Yeah,
I could see it.
Mickey Rourke in a fat suit.
Okay.
King Hippo. I mean, there probably could be somebody else better than that, but I don't know.
There could probably. Could probably.
So what about Macho Man?
Super Macho Man.
Super Macho Man. Who'd you
Oh.
get to do that? Carrie Ellis.
Get Macho Man.
He's dead.
No.
He saved us from the incoming meteor.
Easily bring him back to life with offers of Punch Out. No
It's
one
just like, you
knows.
hear like they go to his grave like, Macho Man, if you can hear me, we want you to play Super Macho Man in the Punch Out.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, you just hear it down there like, ooh, yeah.
Just
You're
goes,
like-
flying out of it.
Slim Jim's ready.
He just punches through Slim Jim's in hand. He's like, ooh, need a little excitement.
Goddamn love him. He's so awesome. There needs to be more wrestlers like him.
I feel like
I
feel
agree,
like,
totally.
I feel like it should be a wrestler playing it, considering the character was based on two wrestlers.
Exactly.
Because it was based on Macho Man Randy Savage and Superstar Billy Graham.
Yep.
So I feel like it should be a wrestler playing it, but I just don't know who it would be.
Currently, I don't know who. I don't. Tell us in the comments who you would want to be Super Macho Man. So who would you get to play Mike Tyson's character?
I told you.
And I think the two that we're missing is Bald Bull and, and Great Tiger.
And who, if you count the new characters, like the Irish guy?
Oh, Aaron Ryan?
Yeah. Wow, that's a real person's name right now, isn't it? Isn't there? No, wait, no, it's not Aaron Ryan. It's in wrestling. There's somebody Ryan, right?
Oh, there was Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah, close enough. Daniel Bryan and Daniel Ryan. God damn it!
Ayn Rand.
And Rand. Somebody shrugged.
Sorry, Ayn Rand.
Bald Bull, obviously the Great Khali.
Fuck yes. He's not doing anything.
He's got acting chops. He was in The Longest Yard
He
remake.
does not have acting chops. He just has to stand there and do this, like Jason said.
Exactly. You just. It's
Can you
not.
imagine it's all filmed from the back of Charlie Day?
So he comes to do like the bull charge, and Charlie has just gotta punch him in the stomach.
Oh my
An hour
god.
and a half of this. It would be excellent.
We should just try and see if we can get this idea to Always Sunny and then do an episode of this.
By the way, it's not really a Nintendo property, but it was originally released on Nintendo. But I would watch the fuck out of a No More Heroes movie.
Oh yeah.
That would be so goddamn good.
It already exists. It's called Star Wars.
Really?
The Force Awakens.
You don't fucking go around.
That
What's
movie's
the
all
one
about
job you
taking down
got?
assassins.
Delivering like pizzas or some shit. And then
Mowing grass.
collecting coconuts.
Yeah, collecting
Ah,
coconuts.
so Spider-Man 2.
Then you find those balls and take them to the Russian guy at the bar.
Jesus Christ.
You can learn how to fight in the back
I
alley.
want to play that again.
It's such a good game.
Well, we didn't hit every request topic. What I missed, we will try and get next week.
Yep.
There was a whole bunch, real quick, there was a whole bunch of things in the Twitter world where Sega pissed off a bunch of social justice people, like warriors, because they said they posted something. A lot of people got offended from a blue fucking cartoon hedgehog. So there was that.
hate blacks.
That's that.
That's what Sonic said. That is what
You
Sonic
motherfucker,
said.
you can say that. That pisses me off so much. I can't
loves-
say shit like that as a
He
joke.
loves chili dogs. Let's get that straight right now.
No, but like Sega's like having fun with it though, because they're like replying shit to just add fuel to the fire. Because they're just like, fuck it, this shit's getting ridiculous. And I totally agree. So I probably got people mad at us now, but that happens.
No, they're mad at me.
Yeah, you racist against blacks.
This is my show, remember?
The Ann Jason Show, not affiliated with Grindcast.
Not
Even
even
though
a
it's going to
little
say that, Grindcast 105. The Ann Jason. All right. Well, since it's your show, do you want to do the outro? Because you are so good at these.
I am fucking amazing
All right, come on.
at ending shows.
Get up there. Get close. Get intimate.
As always, you can find me and all the things about the Ann Jason Show on some website that I haven't made yet. Probably will never make because I'm a lazy bastard. But if you'd like the other show I'm on, something about grinding casts, something?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can find us on YouTube where we have our Let's Plays, our videos for the show, and other things like the Will unboxing loot crates,
You can also find our
Movie-
GeoCities page at Bringing It Back.
Miserable Movie Mafia, and some other stuff. I don't know. You can find us at grindcast.libsyn.com, which is where you can
That was the
get...
first link he gave that was useful.
What's our live journal page?
It is
Oh my
on-
god. Forgot about that shit.
You can find us on MySpace at myspace.com/grindedword.grindcast.
You cannot.
404.
404. That's important. You need that to find it. Alright, end the shit.
But seriously, you can find all the information to find us in other places in the annotation below, provided by our good friend Matt Wilson here, who does lots of work for us.
Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Mark.
No problem.
If you enjoyed the show, please leave comments, subscribe, like us. We really would appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. You're just having too much fun right now.
I know.
And as always, we appreciate your time and have a great day.